OKFM 101.7.
Na yankwa na fe yene Dr. Clement Apaak. Kanena Wachadi University of Ghana Legon. Na osaba ye presidential staffer. Were MP for Busa South. And we ranking our education committee of parliament. Yene no LK enkomo. Honorable Mimwaji.
Ba Jometonka.
Na bokodi.
Oh, we cha fruit nyane.
Hey.
And say now you need to me di nkomo me say education committee about pro. And I know di nkomo free kekos. Ya keka nsem bebre na free SHS Pasco anya ma na nyama. Na mi no na public accounts so you started zonal hearings. Ati mi boshi every Kumasi Ekodu Tamale ana yeye 1 week. Nti abedu sunyane yeye 1 week. Yefuwa na yako Western Central, Northeast. Na yako Volta East. Amsana ya banka. The juane de yire ho ya boma. Omangana.
Oye, Omangana so da mase. Na sunyane wonim se 51 ehona na yedwaso no. Ye fe asudwaye. Ena dina beye sunyane.
Sa. What's that mean to me history?
Hey!
The history archaeology major and sana me koye ethno anthropology.
Oh wow.
Some of my lecturers, the late Professor Finn Nomo. And Professor Fandazi. Na sometime Professor Akosia Pedi na ono.
Yeah.
We're fresh after that when you're the PhD. Professor Ankwanda no monso nyina akire na de.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes. The yanso the phone ya tuna mo na say esia.
Exactly.
That was when education was education.
Me kaise na me tro bibi kakra on anthropology. Na esese sabre no me tu kwan ekọ Dr. Efremamu ewo ni krom peki avetile inko interview no funny views on so many areas. Now it was interesting experience. And they know sa de adisuya kasa na ye de hu hyem ene ade no and they say is giving way to modernism. Modernism no shrouded say ade no just go to the online whatever na epic bibia keke nako. What's this idea?
As human beings, as a species, we are always evolving. It is natural that we would find new ways of solving old problems. It's already even technology itself. The idea that we anthropologists, we will tell you that we came from the Stone Age.
Sure.
From the Stone Age, we came to the Iron Age. But between Stone and Iron, there was a Bronze Age. In Africa, we didn't have a Bronze Age. We came from the Stone.
Europe say Renaissance period.
That is it. The technological and digital age, it's part of human evolution.
Sure.
The change, is constant. The problem is different societies have to find ways to adjust the change in a way that will prove positive. But then in Africa generally, and Ghana in particular, we seem to be lagging behind. We are consuming the technology, but measures are also a good now the consumption of that technology would not be negative. That is why we are lacking.
And then you are maybe a zinkomo afa modernism and then our cultural values in a cloak of evolution.
Oh, come pepper. But also, I did my PhD on the social and economic importance of salt in northern Ethiopia.
Wow.
So I'm one of the few experts in salt in this country.
Hey, Enra,
very soon, you better consultancy, me know.
Enra, Me did na me ba boy and the one 12 years in the buy. And then he was talking to me about something he learned in the afternoon about salt. Say salt and no and na one day akatua ema adwumayefo in the ancient times, you know.
That is why we have the word salary.
One of the enemy by you. Okay, I challenge him. Because me man on. Yeah.
That is how the derivation of the word salary
is what's it? It's a Latin word.
That is it. That is it. It is very true. In most of the ancient cultures, you know, that is what was happening.
Man, you me one go baby to you.
And I said, you know, you're man. It is an improvement over you.
Because you and no man do fiente me did you know. I know what can I say? Eda say this I learned about these things and saying the sea you did say the na salt and na you did triaka. It is salt na say duration of the word salary.
That is it. That is it. That is it.
And I'm here said them years baby or kind uncle famra. And na okofa ba ye no say or kind na ono kwa no sa oye ye ni. Na am say kwai.
Gonna use Sulia. Just all your
This am here me ho.
See, that is a positive use of technology. Say what to me. It will be before papa. I will not buy you sit, Nanka Uni.
And you may want to get one so buy a nature bano. And I'll see, Daddy, do you know you are suffering from a disorder? And I'm trying to say, and that disorder is called hyperthymesia.
That's right.
And I'm say spell it and let me see. No, spell it. And I'm say it's about what? No, say a obia. A dear beer or puny beer no bed 2 to 3 years. I can't trim the pim set what they say. There be a kind na scientists say a disorder a boa that you pacona or the sun. There be a becon trim beer you.
That is it. Getting a salt ticket here. No.
I know me papa me suffer from hyperthymesia. I don't forget things easily. No.
You know there are also those of us who suffer from what you call dyslexia. I don't know. You change similar. You use similar words interchangeably and even numbers. You get me 69. Now I'm on 96.
Okay.
So it is also a sign of intelligence.
Sign of intelligence, yeah.
Yes,
now, my memory will change. And more quite probably, meaning Sabia and some be about the Tomonim. Yet he said various second cycle institutions, you know. Problems are AC or honest set, and the only one quite tree, ever. Binus with the acquired tea and said, Obioa, our by it, but only beer, I can't deal with. Mix offer another headmaster and one no some more battle, some more you, and also oh. But me then free, the idea I say one quite tree various second acquisition, senior high, net saying.
The requirement I should be. And the sound come away. Many way bizarre. And no so much shot. My trunk cut at the very upper home. In fact, it is one of the biggest challenges of the implementation of the free school policy. In addition to a lack of adequate space, any furniture, overburdened teachers, and then their kakahua, yaka, everything. And so, now I'm opening for years. They try to present you as though 1% program, no, which is not the case. To the contrary, because you cannot get program no more. As of the media budget review, Empo and Sana can for that I did this is a question on the floor whether or not government had borrowed money to implement the policy. Okay, government had expended 7.62 billion to implement the program, and that government had not borrowed money. And so they be challenge is here. You can into me, and it is true. So, as a researcher and as the deputy ranking member on the education committee, and as a member of the public accounts committee, I have the unique privilege of interacting with heads of educational institutions. It is other citizens, yeah. We are looking at reports to do with the colleges of education, senior high schools, and indeed technical universities. And so I interact with the heads of the institutions. I make it a conscious effort that anywhere we go, when we interact with them as a committee, I go out on my own to interact with them and seek their opinions on what is actually going on. And I can tell you that if not for the culture of silence, as a principal, as a vice chancellor, as a headmaster, as a master, the virtual so you did work of the I'm putting on Kanye Banu, and I say the Mutu in the Manamano. In summer, Ghana for Betino. In Kaduna, no more because the challenges are real. The issue of food and its lack of adequacy, and in some cases, unavailability. I am quite. I won't follow the one by this time. If you ask them, the budgeter, just to sustain them in a program that is supposed to be free, including having to provide extra money for them to feed themselves, the cost element is much higher than when fees were even paid. We know of parents who are paying in excess of 3,000 cedis to just keep their awards going, financing them privately. 3,000 cedis. Not even a year of Kwame. We are talking about a time. Versus time and now your peer fees, which was 1,200 Ghana cedis at the time per year. Until at the end of the day, no idea besides say, where is the free? Short years here. Then you know I'm saying, buffer stock. As we are speaking now, the state owes a lot of buffer stock supply. Just like the issue of fertilizer. And once you owe them and you are not paying them, how are they going to be able to continue to supply food to these institutions? But the other worrying aspect, as you indicated, we said, there are instances where the one form of food item, ubekwana yedi gari kwa be fite basa ko peace school bakum. Na ko pe gari be 10 bags. Edua be 20. Ebi ana enwo be 10 gallons. And so you give them only gari. You go to another school, only rice. And we have said the dear program here, it is time for, at least if for nothing at all, a performance audit so that we can see where the challenges are and then we can work to fix them. Here can say, once you almost started on the 16th too. They started working on the 16th. Look at the complaints we are getting. Take the another and so on. And also think about the need for a balanced diet. Well, when they are young adolescents, they are now in their formative years. So the lack of a balanced diet, it affects their growth both physically, mentally, and psychologically. Why are we doing this to the future of this nation? Because of political expediency. I did the whole prefer a church for age, not in Suwon, Nagat is Suwon, I will for a Suwon, and Koran is Suwon. I find also Bibia the Dean, wow, because Bibia Kia, Bibia Air Costa Anyano. Now, 1% program every subsidy. As I am quite. Naming a copy. Once you offer cinema a copy. Woman could have NDC card, woman could have MPP card, or we are Ghana for. So why can't we give our they are saying like Yana? Let's do it and do it well. It is not just about doing it, Kwame. I emphasize. Let's do it and do it well. So that upon reflection and retrospection, the way that indeed, the actual program, are born for sure, we are seeing the positive benefit. But it's not happening. The young say, after they say attempts to put past questions. Past questions to try out on. You to me and find man, I'm a man steady. After my share exams in Arsenal, and the teacher pass question. Kwame, do you know that I wrote a piece? I don't know whether you saw it. As of Monday, some schools were yet to receive their past questions. Common Penny for say the past questions are supposed to serve as a guide to prepare them for what? To let them test their hands on. So it is to prepare them and test their hands on. Why do you wait until they start the exam? You are not providing them with the past questions. Some schools have not even received at all. Other schools have received the past questions in soft copy, and they have been instructed to go and print. You can almost confirm everything. And you know, the educational sector generally, honestly, it's in a crisis. If I'm going to talk about the tertiary, teacher training colleges, nursing training colleges, universities, technical universities, if I'm going to talk about basic, the air course, lack of textbooks, and the cacao, honestly, for me, it is not that I am a critic of the government, not that because I am in opposition, but the truth is, it is not going well in the educational sector. And we have to admit it and then address the issues. Just create the impression that we are doing something. That's it. You've been young.
Ana medase edebi aminu bedi nkomo no. Medase pa. Bye bye.
Bye.
Honorable Dr. Clement Apaak ni na twi kono K101.7 Pacho. OKFM 101.7.